camera operates in 5 major components: the ISO, the frame rates per second, the shutter speed, the aperture, and the white balance. Let's start with the shutter speed. The shutter speed is the amount of time that the camera takes to take one frame. The shutter speed is highly related to the frame rates per second, as it's in a video. The shutter speed is just the frame rates per second. So when you want to shoot a high moving object, you use high values of shutter speed in a picture and frame rates per second in the video. However, it's not advisable to use this because it may make the image or the video grainy. The second and one of the most important things or components is called the aperture. The aperture, also called the f-stop, is basically it's mostly used to increase the field of depth in a camera. So the higher the aperture, the lower the field of depth will be. So it is also important to take keen interest on the aperture. The third and one of the mostly used basic component of a camera is called the ISO. The ISO basically increases and reduces the lighting in a camera. However, it's not advisable to always be relying on the ISO as your source of light because it makes the image really grainy. So here, increasing the ISO makes the image grainy, and it is always advisable to use the other components of lighting and aperture so as to balance your video before relying on your ISO. So that's the 5 major components of a camera. The white balance, and the white balance is not majorly discussed as it just changes the temperature or the color of the video you're shooting. So this is the first type of shot. It's called the wide shot, that exposes the full subject into the frame. Now the second type of shot is called the medium shot. It exposes the subject from the waist upwards. Yeah, this is called the medium shot. The third type of shot is called the close-up shot. This is the shot that focuses on the face of the subject so as to get the emotions and the facial expressions of the subject while filming. Now finally, while dealing with the camera, we tend to zoom. This is an example of a zoom so as to show more of the subject. And now this is called panning or moving towards the sideways of the camera. The third movement of a camera is called tilting. This is an example of tilting.